Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the third week of the raid. So of course raids is the week where we have basically 0 options because it's based on kingdoms, and most kingdoms do not, surprisingly, do not have synergy within their own kingdom, or if they do have synergy, it's pretty limited synergy, so yeah, we got to deal with that. But yeah, let's get into them. Of course, we showed the team earlier. We're probably going to be doing that for all of them. I might switch into something just a little bit quicker for these earlier battles. But for now, let's just get right into it and see how it does. It is Best Knight Priestess 2 times over, Mang, and of course the standard slaying troop, which is basically always required for whatever you're doing in this game mode. But yeah, let's get into it, see what we're up against, and see if we can make it work. We have the +2 extra purple going in to get our thing up a little bit quicker. We have our Mang, which is like near required if you're going to be playing this in later in the game, trying to go as far as you actually, or as far as you possibly can. Definitely need that Mang later on because it is very, very essential. So go grab that. Even though we didn't surge, we still get all of it, the mana, because of the +2 purples. That comes in. Also, hello Simple, hello Tim, hello William, hello Bunny, hello Maximuse, hello Trey, hello Moss, and hello Adam. Welcome all. And welcome everyone else. So let's just go and poke both the pokes. We had initial battles are an absolute cakewalk, so not much we really need to deal with these. Let's take them out quickly. Make sure we take out the Valraven if there's one around, and then we'll get into the real boss. Hello Painting, hello Danny. Yep, speaking about Valravens, there is a Valraven, and down goes the Valraven. So, Best Knight Priestess, what are even its converts? Because I always forget, because this is probably the first time since the week it came out that I'm ever bother using it. Transform greens to purple, and if Death Marked also does the yellow to skulls. So we got green to purple. Does that do anything for us here? A little bit. It gives us our triple damage to the boss, but I don't really need that at the moment because there's no boss in play, though we could still use it to one-shot anything else. Green to purple, there we go. There's our extra turn we need. So we'll go grab that, get a little bit of a convert there, move that over, double check the rest of the board, looks fine. Let's kill out the rest and we'll be good to go. I guess I could try cascading that too, not really gonna bother though. So I'll go take a poke, grab another poke, and that'll be that. Hello Cody, hello Questor, and hello Sir Robin, and hello Mystic. Welcome all, welcome. Why not use Keeper of Souls? I did initially think about using Keeper of Souls, and I am still thinking about using Keeper of Souls. My biggest issue with that is if we're not using hero first slot, we are going to accidentally summon a white in front of our hero, which we don't want to do. We're already going to have this troop accidentally summoning stuff in front of our hero, so don't need 2 things doing that. I'm always hesitant to put hero in first slot just because when you go up to the higher amount of damages in this game mode, they are going to kill your hero a little bit too quick, and I'm always concerned about that. Oops, I did not end up getting the thing there that I needed. Oh well, I guess we'll go and let's move that over. Nice little poke out of nowhere. Just throw the other pokes at it. Keep those 2. Take that one out so we don't have to deal with its mana generation thing. Or not its mana generation, it's a double summon that it has. That really annoying double summon. So go grab that down. Did not get a skull. But he does. Okay, we'll grab that. Well, there goes another skull, but so do we. And we just take it out with that. Actually, I had my ability to. Could have just wrapped it up with that as well. Hello, Vartenpol, and hello, Kimmy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll see about Mang in first slot. The only real issue I always have with that is just our hero dying out too quickly. And as our hero is one of our main damage sources, I am slightly concerned about doing that. Though we might have enough summons this week that we could get away with using hero in first slot on this particular week. We'll definitely be trying out a few different teams. It's not like we're only going to be using this. Though at least initially I do want to see how this performs. And if nothing else, this is the only time ever we will ever be able to viably use the Best Knight Priestess. So I might as well at least give it some gameplay because it's probably never going to be used ever again after today. Because there wouldn't be any need to for any reason whatsoever. Hello, David, welcome. And hello, Alfie, welcome as well. And hello, Sea Dog, welcome everyone. If anyone has any questions or anything, just let me know, and we'll make sure to go over it. One other slight nice thing about this team, too, is we actually cover every color. So that works out quite nicely. Alright, we have purple there, so I'm going to go for the convert. Might as well go get it. I don't think we really have much of a cascade there, so we'll go for Skull Poke. We're still way into the one-shot range, so not much to worry about in that regard. This boss is still one-shottable, so that's absolute nothing. Take that out, and now all we need is any poke, and down it goes. On to the next one. And we're almost to the real ones. Just gotta get through all these. Should I start doing these off camera or something? Do you guys think? Because they are pretty ridiculously easy. Should we just like do it up to the point of where the actual bosses start on Mondays? For at least raids. For invasions, I could probably still do it all the way out. But I feel like raids specifically might need to, just because the initial battles are so much easier. We'll go throw that down. Move that over. Also, we'll get to see what the boss does every single time that way too, because I actually have no clue what the boss does this week, and I haven't asked around to see what it does. So we'll find out in several moments when we get there. Really, 1 HP? You're gonna survive with 1 HP with your 25% armored. Figures. Okay. How do we deal with that? Well, let's go and take a poke, convert it out, take out the summoner just in case. Of course he would deny me. Good job. Oh, that's not good. We'll go move that over. Get a Mang down, go from there. Let's take a blue over. And I don't have any way to really kill that out. Let's go for that. Well, I do. It's I just wanted to do it for more damage, though I think that would have done the same amount either way. And then we just have these other 4 useless battles. The boss's ability is very mean. Does it have the 12 gem spawn this time around? I know one of them has a 12 skull spam, which is really annoying because it can basically double kill you. And it would make sense if they did it on Khetar week, the skull spam thingy. But I know one of the weeks, that's probably his most annoying one, is the skull spam. Because not only does he basically guarantee 1 kill, he essentially guarantees 2 kills, which is more than what he would normally be taking out per cast. And there we go, another 2 raid sizzle things. Actually, we almost have more now than what we started with. I think we started with 13, and we have 12 right now. If we had another one here, we'd be right back at our normal amount. Yeah, we'll go take that. Do we have any drop here? Not really. We'll go and... we'll take a red down. We'll get a Mang in there. Anything I need to do about him? I guess we'll just kind of leave him there for now. Let me take out the summoner so we don't have to deal with that. Go for... what do we even need mana-wise? I guess we need... everything that's not available. There we go, that's a bit better. Except still no extra turns, but we'll go grab that. Start getting another Manga. Grab that, thank you very much. Get that onto, I guess, the second slot. See if we can get a little bit more damage going somewhere. Best Night Priestess, come on, do something for us. No, why must you ruin it? She can barely do anything, and you keep ruining the barely anything that she can do. Okay, we'll go and I guess cascade. Oh, you know what? Let's just take skull. Never mind. Don't even need a cascade, and then we could kill it out with that last little bit of damage. Oh, it stuns and burns everything? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not his most annoying one. Skull spam will definitely be the most annoying one, which hasn't come up yet. So that means we're up against the fiery one then, if that's the case. Oh, duh. It tells you. You know what? I could always just double check that based on the thingy. I forgot. It's on the other website, so I believe it tells you what name it is on that one screen. So I could just check that screen to see what the boss actually does each week. Completely forgot about that. It doesn't tell you on that screen what specifically it does, but it does have the boss name there. So off of that, we can go and look it up, and then we'll know what it does. Is that enough? Not enough damage? No, it is not. I didn't even realize that. We don't even have enough damage to be one-shotting these anymore. So we'll go and tap on him. See what else we can go get over here. I guess we'll take some purples. Move that down. What else? What else? Screens. We kind of need you. You're not as much damage as a Mang, though. At this point, Mang would kill, but she would not, unless we do it on second slot. So we'll go move that over. Grab all that down. Yes, we'll go convert that. That will go kill out the other one that's just sitting there. And then we'll probably cascade a little bit of mana. And then we'll be good from there. So we'll go take the yellow down, get some browns, all the little cascades, all good. We'll go and do that. Doesn't think we have anything else to go move around. So let's go get Mang. So this is the one shot whatever we poke it at. We'll go take a skull and then poke out the other one. And that'll be that. And on to the next one. And then we go on to the actual boss. Okay, there appears to be a lot of Dust Devils this week. So even though we have our hero in second slot, he's technically in first. Because if they do that every single time, boom, our hero is actually in first slot during these battles. So that could really get annoying. Speaking about annoying, let's go and one-shot this thing out so we don't have to deal with it. And just so we get that guarantee extra. And also so we get the one-shots immediately, which is nice. Let's see. Movement. Let's go get Best Type Priestess. and go convert all that out. And it does do triple damage to him because he does indeed count as a boss, so we can just go one-shot that, and down it goes. Okay, now we get to the real battles, 10 minutes in, and almost as many battles as we started with. Let's see, we have 11 right now, normally it would be 13. But anyways, okay, yeah, we got a lot of Dust Devils around, so that's actually good that we have Hero in second slot then. But yeah, so stuns and burns all enemies, that's not really that big a deal. Stun's gonna do almost nothing, and burn is also gonna do almost nothing. So that's not really much of a concern as far as what he does. My biggest concern, I feel like, is Dust Devil, more so than anything else in most of these teams. Looks like it has a lot of those like really weird yellow troops that we're up against this week. Hopefully some of them at least have Death Mark so we could use Best Type Priestess. Too bad he didn't Death Mark everything. That would actually be good for once. Yeah, the Dust Devils are going to be very annoying. That is for sure. Especially with teams like this. Actually, I should probably put her in third slot, just so if it keeps shuffling us, we still have a decent first slot to use. But anyways, same as we kind of always do in this kind of game mode. We'll want to rush Mang up, throw it at boss, throw the damage at boss, and then go from there, and see what we can do from there. So I'll go move that over. Didn't get anything. Got a skull. Not enough damage because we haven't done anything yet. Also, he's just going to get his mana right back up and then throw that at us, which is going to be annoying. I need a Mang before we can do anything, though. So we'll go take that. Oh, of course it would give him purple. Luckily, that's not full mana for him. Go just take some reds, take the poke so he doesn't shuffle us again, because that'd be really bad if he did. Grab that in there, and kill it out. And it's pretty much just win. Now we just go for the last little bit of damage that we need off the skulls and such. 1 HP again. That armor trait is going to be so annoying. That is the second time now he has survived with 1 HP. I have a feeling that's going to be a theme of this week, him just constantly surviving with 1 HP every single possible time. What do I take? I guess we'll take this purple over. I don't want to give him a skull because we need those skulls. We'll just go poke that out since Mang can kill out the other, or a skull, that works too, and down it goes. Hello, Big Bud! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gorgolfa, Dragon Soul, Farish Ra, and Furnace. Let's see. Could this with Farish Ra be better? Well, that would be perfectly fine using that team. What do you mean as far as using it for? Just for PvP? For PvP, it's perfectly fine. Let's see. Well, let's get into the next battle. A Dust Devil. Unless there's a double Dust Devil, I don't think we actually have to shuffle up our team. Oh, I forgot to go make that change I made, or said to make. I need to go move the thing to third slot and see how that performs when he starts shuffling me like crazy. Because that will be happening. Okay, so there goes that. We'll go and start getting Mang up as we always do. Don't have any Cascades. So nothing to really go for there. Actually, you know what? We'll try for the red into the green. Didn't get it, though, from the Cascade. We got the normal one, but we didn't get the one from the sky. But luckily we got that one from the sky, and now we could just go and Mang something else. Probably the boss. I kind of wanted to actually go for, like, the golem there, but no, we should probably go for the boss there. So we'll go do that, and then go get a hit on it. Ooh, Best Type Priestess into it might not be too bad, but I'm not going to waste a turn for it. Let's go and go for the damage now. And the threat neutralized. Now we just need to go get Mang up again, throw skulls where we can, and go from there. I don't have enough damage to deal with that. Let's just go throw a Mang at it. Or that, never mind. Apparently that is enough damage. I thought he had 50% skull reduction. Which banner am I using? I'm using currently the brown-red, basically the Mang banner, in order to get Mang up really quick. I believe there's a +2/+1 that you could do, though I forget what the -1 is actually on. It might be good to go and switch that. I actually forget which one that is. I think it's +2. Oh, I know why I didn't. It's because it has -1 purple on it, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a +2 brown +1 red, or a +2 red +1 brown. I think it's +2 brown +1 red -1 purple. The only problem with that is I don't want to minus our purple. I need the +2 purple for our quicker Mortera. So that's probably why I didn't do it to the other banner. Though it would give us Mang just slightly quicker if we were to go for the other banner. Though you'd have to make a pretty big trade-off if we did. Oops, I left him greens. Speaking about a trade-off, that's not good. Okay, let's go and get that to just poke him with. Oops, let me take those yellows first before I forget. Take the skull because we can. Oh, that summoner's going to be so annoying. It's summon stuff that's really weak, but still, summons are still summons. No alignment, so not going to bother going for that. We'll just move that over, I guess. We have 2 of these casts now. Too bad they don't do something useful whatsoever. Hello, Haley, welcome. And hello, Max, I didn't say hi earlier. And Alex as well. Any recommendations on weapons against the bosses since you don't have Mang? Well, whatever weapon they normally offer per week is okay to use against it. Other than that, there's Dawnbringer, though if you don't have Mang, you probably don't have that. There's Black Manigault, but if you don't have Mang, you probably don't have that. There's not really that many good low-tier weapons that you can use that are particularly good for it. You could maybe use Creeping Death, which will get you at least one death mark most of the time. You won't be able to death mark the boss, but you can death mark the other littler minions, which does a decent amount of damage. War and Peace, while not the best thing to be using in this game mode, is extremely easy to obtain and would still somewhat work. But other than that, no, it's mainly just Mang or whatever weapon they offer each week, or Dawnbringer. Those are about the only 3 weapons that really work in this game mode, specifically in this game mode. There's a little bit more that work within Invasion, but for raids, it's very limited, because you need really good single target damage, or just good, yeah, pretty much just a good single target damage. The only reason why Dawnbringer kind of works is because of the barrier that it supplies, and while that can't protect against the big guy, it can protect against the smaller ones that are all up in front of it. Yeah, Wall of Bones isn't too bad to be using on this. I was considering it in first slot initially, but then I figured the double Priestess might be better. So that's why we're going with double Priestess. But yeah, it's perfectly fine to go throw a wall in first slot for this week for raids. Would definitely be decent, given the lack of options within Khetar, like most kingdoms. Aw, he still got a skull out of that. Okay, we'll go take that. I don't have a Priestess up. Hopefully we get off a Cascade. No, we did not. Guess we'll go poke it just so we get the 2 extra battles, because we definitely need those. Gonna make sure we don't lose a single Valraven, because that's like losing twice if we lose a single Valraven. So that would be very, very bad. And by losing twice, I mean like 2 complete battles where you just do absolutely nothing. Oh, the only problem is now that he didn't move me, I have like no damage now, because he hasn't moved his first troop out the way. It's the only slight issue with using your hero like that. Like not in first slot, because you do get to do such a ridiculously small amount of damage. But yeah, I think that's still going to be fine, because we get our summons, we still have it there. We'll be able to get it after the thing dies down, and I don't want to throw it down so our hero dies too quickly. It's not really going to happen this early on, but it's still definitely going to happen later into the week. That's my greatest concern with it. Okay, well, get all that cascaded down, probably just take some pokes, go all into that, and should pretty much be good to go. Go grab that, get a Mang down on it, and that'll be that. So we'll go through that, 1 HP. Luckily we have follow-up to it, and on it goes. You got Farish Ra on 9 event keys. Wow, that is very nice. I heard some people mentioning earlier that initially during the events, Farish Ra actually wasn't in the drop pool. Well, that's a pretty big mistake on their part. If you did happen to open keys when that was the case, I think it was like the first hour or 2 when the event first came out or something like that. Do make sure to contact support. Not sure what they'll do about it, but definitely make sure to contact them if you were one of those few people that did. But yeah, Farish Ra should be in the event key drop pool. It definitely is at this current moment in time. That is for sure. But yeah, of course, he's also just craftable from diamonds this week, so that's going to be the easier way of obtaining it. Though, of course, you can just throw a bunch of gems on event keys or event keys themselves to also get it this week. So you definitely have plenty of ways. Basically, every possible way you could ever get a Farish Ra are available this week. So definitely utilize one of them if you haven't already, if you have the resources to do so, because he saves you a lot of time in the long run of having to soul farm. I don't really feel like he'll be that needed in raids, though. You could definitely use him if you wanted to. Like I mentioned, he has really good single target damage. Maybe later on in the week we'll make it work. The biggest issue with it is we don't really have a good soul gaining troop. So that's my biggest concern with it. But we also have a concern right there. At least there's a lot of yellow. If nothing else, it's going to be super easy to kill Valravens this week because of how many yellow troops are in play. So yeah, it's going to make it quite a bit easier. Go move that over. Try getting some greens here. He kind of almost aligned it for me. I guess we'll throw it. You know what? Never mind. We're not going to throw it. Really agile. Really? Okay, we'll go and guess we'll just take a red over. Try for the purple. Actually got it. Now we just need that Mang down. And do we just poke it? I'm tempted to. Very tempted to. But I'm not going to. We could easily get the damage. All I have to do is take a single purple or a green. So we'll be fine. Go move that over. Take a purple. Oh, I could take an extra turn purple. Fail. Okay, well, we'll go kill that out just so we make sure it dies. And sure, we'll get the last little bit of damage. Doesn't really matter how we kill it at this point. Any poke will kill it. And that is indeed a poke. And down it goes. Yeah, white generates souls. There's also hero weapons that generate souls to a small degree. Also, technically, Keeper of Souls does too if you lose a troop and then replace it with a white. So there are a couple options that we do have. Because none of them are particularly over the top as far as useful. Because white isn't really going to help us much on a raid. It's going to be our only true damage, and it doesn't really do much else other than the actual soul gain. At least in raids anyways. Or in the context of raids. What do we need to move around? We could try this. So we already have our thingy, so I might as well just try getting Mang. The problem is I don't have Mang. So how do we work around this? I think I throw it down. But then we don't get any mana from it. Choices. Okay, I better go throw it. I was hoping for some kind of cascade, but nope. If anything else, we're just helping him a bunch there. Oh, not much we could do about that. So let's go and take our brown here. That'll give us Mang, and then we'll go throw down him. Now we can finally single target him before he gets full mana, and we'll be good to go. So we'll do that, triple damage him. Before we do, let's take a skull, because we should still have plenty of room to go take that. Nice cascades, and yes, he does not reach full mana. We'll just go and poke him out, and now we just have the other weak 2 to have to deal with. Alignment, are you there? Do we have you? The answer is no, so we'll just take a red, I guess, start getting Mang up. How do you get your team score up? Team score is based on your total number of stats on your team. So basically, the higher the stats, the more it goes up. This can also be done from actual kingdom leveling. So the higher your kingdoms, once they reach level 10 or once you reach 5 stars, you would end up getting a slight boost to all of your team scores because you would have a higher amount of stats overall since they're all getting that bonus stat. Other than that, your hero level has a very, very small factor on what what that score is. It doesn't have that big of an impact. I think every few levels is like 2 points or something higher, but it does make a difference when you go like thousands of levels in difference. So yeah, it can definitely add up over time. And other than that, having traits also increases your team score if every single troop on your team is fully traded, as well as if they're mythic or not. Though that ties in with their whole leveling thingy and higher stats. Okay, he has a Dust Devil, so he's going to move Mang to first slot. If you don't have 2 Best Eye Priestesses, do you have any other card that's good for the team? Yes, you could either use Keeper of Souls or in third slot, or you can go use the Bone Wall, the Wall of Bones, whatever it's called, in first slot. Either or would end up working out. And you don't even need to +1 your Wall of Bones because you already have a Best Type Priestess in third slot that you can use, assuming you have one with fully traded. So yeah, you can just use that as the +1. So you can set your banner completely into Mang if you do that, and it would work out because you'd have both the Mang mana set and you would also have the +1 for your gate, so they can give it +5 mana to everything, which is going to be pretty useful. Okay, so right here, I'm tempted to take this right now. I think I'm actually going to go for it. Got a skull out of it too, so that worked out. We're going to go throw this onto the boss, then go kill it out. We're starting to almost reach the point where we can't one-shot anymore. Getting close to it. Luckily, he has moved us to first slot, though, so we can start one-shotting at least his enemies with that. If he would not take all the skulls, that is. But we'll go move that over, one-shot, and every skull, therefore, will be one-shot, if we can actually land them. One-shot, and we just need one more now. And there we go, and one-shot. And luckily, he didn't move it. Oh yeah, that reminds me, let me go, that's one thing I need to go switch. Let me go and move that right there, so that when they start switching around our team with the Dust Devils, we'll have the damage off of her to be able to use if we want. Not sure if I'm going to keep it like that, but for now, we're going to go with that. The biggest issue with Bone Dragon, given all the Dust Devils, is I don't really feel like that would be a good idea, because he's not that good for skull generation anymore, and the biggest value he has is from his freeze on his first slot. But if they move them to him to the back, like, immediately, it's not really going to work out that well. Because there's a lot of Dust Devils this week. Alright, we'll go take that down. Go see if we can get ourselves some damage in here. I don't think we can lower that into a red. If this was Treasure Hunt, we'd be able to. I can't take this yellow into a red extra turn either, but I could try it for a brown extra turn, so I'm going to try for that. Got a bunch of cascaded mana. Didn't actually get what I needed, though. But we'll go kill that out. We're also exactly at how much was enough to kill him. So that means every battle here forth will not be enough to double cycle him. So we are going to need that extra hit. Luckily, Best State Priestess should be able to give us that extra hit most of the time when we actually want it. No alignment though. So we'll go and I guess just throw a Mang at something. Sure, we'll throw it at the armored guy, just so we can actually kill him out with one skull, because if we don't do that, we will not be able to. Didn't get that cascade, and he just ruined it for me for what I could have best cited. I'll go move that down, get our yellows, I guess. Move this down into a convert. Never mind, it's not actually aligned. And... oh, well, we could just take that. Never mind. Okay, perfect. So now we can go wipe that out. Go get Mang back up and go from there. So we'll go poke this. See if we can get another best site down. Yeah, I kind of do feel like replacing her out. There's so few instances where she's even remotely worth using. Let's see. What do I need to go move over? Go take that over. Take a red. Get a Mang on something. And we'll go through a Mang at that. And what else do we need to go move around? I do not really have a convert I can go do, but I'm still going to do it because we have so many of them that I just need to get rid of it already. And hopefully get alignment off the top cascade, so we did not get it. And this one hasn't died yet, so we haven't gotten to utilize our higher skull damage yet. We'll just go move that around to get our manas. I need a Mang on him into a single hit of any kinds, so we'll start working on that. If I could find our mana. I need browns and I need reds, neither of which are available. I'll try cascade. Oh, I can't even try cascading it because it gives them a guaranteed 4x skull if I do. So we'll give them a 3x skull. Now we can try cascading it, but we already have it, so I don't need to. And now I also don't need to because we have skulls, so we'll just go grab that, Mang him, and then throw the priest at it. I mean the, oh, that's not even enough damage. And then throw the Mortera at it. That is 2 damage short. Okay, well then, we'll go and move that over. Wait, does she have less damage than normal? I feel like she has less damage than what the normal one would have had. Oh, it's because she doesn't have a % bonus. That is why. She's a human mystic. Most of the other weeks, I believe they had a bonus on them. Actually, there's a really easy, good way to tell. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Go to... that's not where I need to go. I'm looking for... what was the one from the previous week? It was from Glacial Peaks. Let me go just check it real quick. I'm kind of curious what its damage is. Because this one seems a lot lower. No, they're both the same. 23 damage. It was probably because this one had a % bonus, same as all the other ones had, I believe, like a 10% or a 20% bonus, which made them seem a little bit better. But this week it is a 0% bonus, because they gave it to the most weirdest things ever this week. As I mentioned, they gave it to all undead, which makes sense, but the other one doesn't as much. All constructs. There are 2 construct undeads in the entire game, as I mentioned earlier. The new Wall of Bones and the Flesh Golem. Also, I never noticed those little spikes with the chains on it. On the Fortress Gate. I think it's because the normal image of it never goes that far. Interesting. Anyways. Let's go back into the raid. So that, into Guild Wars, into... I mean, not Guild Wars. Wrong week. Into raid bosses. And off we go. Oh, I didn't claim all my rewards yet either. I actually have several. Let's see. What do we have here? We have our normal stuff. Some event keys. Some diamonds. Another major Orb of Growth. Orb of Chaos. Oh, Vault Key. I think I'm saving my Vault Keys for now on, though. Yeah, let's go open all this and see what we get from the one orb. Still haven't gotten that yet, so there's all of our loot from that. And let's see what we get from the orb. And the Vault Key I'll save for later. And we get... oh, very nice. Orb of Ascension, the best possible drop from that. So how many Orb of Ascensions does that bring us up to? Oops, where am I going? That is not where I need to be. Go to games. No, it's not under games either. Go under hero. Inventory. Okay, so that brings us up to 4 Orb of Ascension. So as far as these smaller ones, we've gotten as many of the blue of the best one as this. We got words. We got the same amount as the best one as we got of the worst one. So I guess that's not too horrible. The only problem is the other one that I consider as equally as bad as this one, or at least in my case. Are Orbs of Wisdom, and I have 11 of those. Orbs of Wisdom are actually really, really good. Though only if you haven't already traded everything in the entire game. Or in my situation, these things are just as useless. Actually, I almost feel like they're more useless than Orbs of Growth. Because Souls I would consider to have at least some value. Arcanes, I have such an excess at this point that I can't even use any excess trade stones. Like, at least having slightly excess souls, maybe if they add something that costs millions of souls in the future, that could be just ever so slightly useful. This is never going to be useful for me unless they add some kind of trait stone sync to the game. And then I'll start using these to, like, level or trait things, like legends and mythics, instead of having to manually do it. But I'm still manually doing it for now. I don't know, maybe I'll use them eventually. I still haven't used a single orb ever, so if we're ever going to use an orb, I might as well use orbs of wisdom, I guess, since they're the most useless to me. But, yeah, we got orbs of clans, we got the other ones, 6, 11, 4, 4. So, hopefully we'll get more ascensions. Orbs of clans and orbs of ascension are the two biggest ones I'm seeking. Also, I could always go convert all the orange ones into those little orb thingies, I guess. The ones that allow you to make those major orbs. The only problem with that, though, is, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually build a Zugoff and go out of my way for that. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go into the raid bosses again. Head back over there. And what's our next interesting reward? Actually, we have a long gap before we get another interesting reward. You go from, like, all the way from Portal 5 all the way to Portal 8 before you get another good reward. Well, actually, there's still some okay rewards, but nothing, like, really surprising. But yeah, we'll have, at 8, we'll have that, and then the other last two. So yeah, that'll probably be around Wednesday, Thursday before we even really reach that, I would suspect. Pretty sure quite a few people in my guild haven't even done their battles yet. Nope. Well, you have like 1/3 the guild that hasn't even done a single battle yet towards it. Probably do that a bit later. Oops, that's not where I want to go. I want to go back into raids. So back we go, and let's go fight them. Or fight the big boss. What's the best kingdom to use for your home kingdom? That will always, at this current moment in time, be the kingdom of Whitehelm. The reason why Whitehelm is the best home kingdom to have as your home kingdom is mainly because the only thing that home kingdoms currently determine is if you, your tribute. So, given that Glory is the best tribute in the game, there's no point in setting your home kingdom to anything other than Whitehelm. So yeah, Whitehelm is what you would set it to. Oh, we actually got... Oh, that's amazing. We actually normally would not have had enough damage to kill, but what allowed us to kill in that instance right there was we ended up getting 2 additional magic from one of these Best State Priestess. One of her traits is give all allies 2 random stats, and both of them do that. So we get 4 random stats total, but one of those ended up giving us magic, so we were able to have enough damage to kill him. But unless we get that again, we are reaching a point where we will not be able to double cycle it. 1 mang and 1 thing. We'll end up needing 1 mang and 2 of her instead of just 1. Not on our team, because we can't do that, because we don't have enough copies. But, you know, I mean 2 of her as in 2 casts. Well, let's go and get mang mana. I guess we'll take some greens while doing so. Might as well get other manas while we're doing it. Go take a poke at him if we can. It doesn't look like we really have much else on the board, so we'll just go throw this down. Nothing really too over the top as far as these other troops this week. The only one that's really annoying is Dust Devil. Though in some instances, he almost helps us more than he really hurts us. Alright, we'll go and convert this, I guess. Give it something to do. Okay, actually, you know what? That's actually good for us. You know, we still haven't gotten a single summon off this. I don't know if I even want to go get a summon off it, though. Because I feel like it'll hurt us more than it will really help us, but... we should probably go do that. I haven't even seen what kind of things we can get. Well, obviously we know what we can get. We can get any undead from it. But, still, kind of curious. You never know what you might find. We could literally just pull a Farish Ra right here. Now we got the Flesh Golem. Oh, we pulled the one with 20% bonus this week, though he's completely useless and would have just been blocking us the entire battle. Anyways, let's keep continuing. Hello, Derek. Welcome. Oh yeah, if you're getting more glory from a different kingdom, then don't set it as Whitehelm. But assuming all kingdoms are evenly upgraded, it's always Whitehelm as your best home kingdom. But yeah, of course, double check that before you just set Whitehelm as your home kingdom, because you might have some kingdoms higher leveled at a given time. Okay, we'll go through the Mang immediately, go get that down. What else, what else? I guess we'll try getting Mang up again. Might as well. Might as well. So he'll just do that, see what we could get here. Throw the blues over. What else? What else? Let's get Mang going. Roll with that. Don't think we have anything else over there. That I don't really need to move. Mang... I should probably throw a second time at it just so we get the damage that we need for it. So we're going to throw a Priestess here. That will give us that little bit of mana that we're going to be needing to end him out with. We do not have enough damage off the base ability, But what we can do is throw this and then throw a Mang afterwards. Or hold the Mang until the last possible moment, try getting her mana back up again, and then throw it down, which I believe is what I'm going to do here. Never mind, he might give it mana. I don't want to get him... I don't want him to extra turn blue. He actually would have had the ability up there if I didn't kill it. So good thing we did that then. Or else he would have gotten full mana. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. There's almost no blues on these teams, and he's just going to feed right into the boss every single time. That troop's actually not too bad. When it first came out, I was using it quite a bit. Of course, it's not the greatest of troops, but still, it's not completely horrible. What do we even throw this on? I guess we just throw it on first slot. Don't really have much else to aim at. And we don't have any brown or red to take, which are our two main colors we really need to really get things going here. You summon to death? I don't think that would really be that useful in this game mode. Farish Ra would probably be the best possible thing you could summon, or Keeper of Souls, or Bone Dragon, or trying to think what else. Well, it can be any undead, so I guess Draculus and stuff wouldn't be too horrible either. But yeah, Farish Ra would probably be the best overall, just because it has a really good single target to get as a summon from that. Okay, he just killed, or pokes at that. We'll get a skull. We'll get another best type priestess down. I should probably actually use my hero in first off for these earlier battles. Later on, we kind of do have to go into this format, but I think for tomorrow I might switch it up some, just so we have it more up front. We could even do that now, but it's still my concern with Dust Devil. If I accidentally click on a battle and forget to switch it, I know that's going to be a big issue. Alright, we'll go take a skull. Obviously that doesn't kill, nor would this kill, so I guess we'll go for the poke and then get into damage range. I have alignment there, but I can't go for it because we already have full mana, and he just ruined the alignment, so good job. I guess I'll still go for it just for fun, see what we get out of it. Nothing. So what else? We'll go take a yellow to yellow, but that's useless, so we'll go take a brown to purple and go grab that, I guess. He'll poke us. I don't have any brown drops. Do I even have attempt at a brown drop? Yes, I can. I didn't get it, though. And he took my red and my brown. Luckily, we have a skull just sitting there, so we'll take that out with him. 1 HP. Could you not have reached 0? That would have been a lot more useful if you actually reached 0. But we'll go and, I guess, just throw... yeah, we'll throw it on you, because we can already one-shot skull you after. So we'll go do that, kill this out, hopefully, and then we just one-shot skull it with the skull once that dies. That or we'll double ability cast it. Never mind. Actually, we'll need a triple ability, because that's not even going to be enough damage. Like, we throw a Mang right here. They both only do 23 damage. Unless we get a magic buff, in which they'll do 25, or 27 if we got double magic buff. But that'll be that, and on to the next one. Yes, you can also use Titan. The only reason I'm using Archer is for the 15% chance to instant kill, which will work on everything except the boss itself. That's the main reason why I'm using it. But yes, Titan would work perfectly fine, plus you'd get 5 additional damage on it, which doesn't really come into play much, but it is, well, 5 more damage. Oh wait, no. It's on blue, never mind. You don't get 5 more damage, what am I saying? But yeah, you still get the half mana, and you still get the other traits that it has. Okay, I don't need to move anything or anything for this team. Let's go and... Oh! My team didn't save for when I moved it like that earlier, because I didn't go into the screen for it. There we go. Let's keep continuing. Hopefully we see another Valraven. Haven't seen one for a couple battles now. And apparently we're still not going to see one. Alright, let's go get Mang up immediately. Work from there. Oops, he's going to get yellow. Oh, he didn't even go for it. Perfect. Okay, so we'll grab it for ourselves. Go take that. Take ourselves some reds. And... Mang, do we throw you down? I guess we could. It is tempting. Yeah, we'll do it, because then we can take over brown and reds. You've been using Dragon Guard out of laziness? For what? Oh, just as your hero class? Yeah. I always feel like never switching it. But I did end up switching it for this. I forgot what I was using last week. What did we even have set? I think we were still using Titan last week, which would have been perfectly fine to use, but I figured I switched to Archer. Especially if we're going to plan on putting our hero in first slot at the beginning of battle. If we do that for any battles, we'll definitely want to have Archer instead. Because Archer doesn't really do much when you already have enough damage to kill them. But if you don't have the skull damage yet to be able to kill, then Archer is really convenient. Because you still have a small chance to kill if you need to use it in those really close situations. Where you're just not getting the mana on the board to appear where it needs to appear. Okay, I'm just going to do this. It gets us a skull chance, and I don't think it gives him anything, so we'll go do that. And no, it doesn't give him anything, so we're fine. We'll go grab some blues because we can. Could have gotten a brown cascade there too. Didn't end up falling, though, where we needed it. Go grab that. It has a summon. Not a single thing I can go do to that, though. At this point, it's better off just manging and then going into the poke and go from there. Unfortunately, the only way I could do that is to give him blue, which does go into his guy, but oh well. We'll do that. Never mind, we cascaded a blue so he doesn't get it. Perfect. Oh, whoa, 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 your mana. Slow it down. Okay, that purple can also leak into that pretty easily. So that's going to be bad. Okay, that's almost going to kill it, which is good for us. We'll go and throw this down into the other one. So we'll go to that, brings it down to basically dead. Do that, and now it's dead. And I'll kill that out. And oops, well, now we don't have that ability, but we can go and just take skulls at this point and win out that way by skulling every single one down, unless they have stone skin, in which case apparently it's going to take 2 shots. So we'll go take that out, kill that out, take a bunch of purples, go and grab herself something of some sorts. The amount of damage, not really going to get us that far. Guess we'll just go and let him poke. Oh, why? Oh, good. Wait, what? He didn't go for the extra turn, but he still got an extra turn. How did that cascade? Hold up, I want to see his move. What happened there? He took it in a way that didn't give him an extra turn. But oh, I see. Never mind. He took a 4 times yellow instead of a 4 times skull. I always thought the AI prioritized skulls over it. Okay, but still. That's annoying. Yeah, he just took a different 4 times. I didn't realize it was a 4 times in both directions. I was just looking at the skulls, not specifically the other direction being yellow. Let's see. You want to use the Orb of Ascension on the God Killer, but you know it's a waste. Yeah, it always feels like it would be worth it, but no, it's definitely not worth it because you only ever use it that week. Whereas if you use the Ascension Orb on something else, like a Legendary that really needs it or something, then you'll be able to get a lot better value out of it. Excuse me. You'd be able to get a lot better value out of it because you use it on a regular basis. Whereas these troops you only use once a week. Or not once a week, not even once a week. You use it like once ever for 1 week, and then that's it. Like the other 2 troops, that one Frost one and that one Panda one, you're almost never going to be using those again unless they add new mechanics into the game where you fight bosses, which they might be doing. They might be adding additional things like that into the future to actually incentivize using those. But as it currently stands, they're basically 1 week troops and then dead content. Though out of all of them, that would be slightly less dead content after the week. This one actually is one of the ones that is ever so slightly less dead content. The main reason for this is it's a purple-green summoner, which is okay, and it has a summon undead, which, while all those things aren't really too over the top, it does have immune to mana drain, and it does have necromancy. So it might find its way into some kind of team where that tries utilizing that, maybe on like a purple guild war with Farish Ra or something, but it's going to be very, very niche, the uses that it'll have outside of this game mode. But at least it's slightly, ever so slightly more useful than some of the other ones out of the game mode. Like the Panda guy is never going to be used. The Frost Archer that came in the other week, never going to be used. And I think every single one that's ever come from Invasion is never going to be used. Or at least the current ones that have come out from it. Okay, we'll go throw that at it. Now we just need one more poke of any kind. Unfortunately, we don't have alignment for it. Also, oh no, we could just go do a Mang at it. I was going to say that's Mang isn't even enough damage, but no, in this case it will be enough. Though we need to actually get our mana. Hopefully we cascade, I mean not cascade, but surge it. Oh, come on, you didn't even surge. We have +2 for you too, and you can't even get your mana up. It's 1 short. But we'll go throw that at it. That'll be way more than enough to kill, right in time before it casts. And let's go get some more Mangs down. So, what do we need? What do we need? It feels weird. We don't have to deal with Deathmark this week. The last 2 weeks that raids were occurring, there were a lot of things that had Deathmark. This time around, not so much. Not so much. Okay, we'll go and throw this at, I guess, the second slot there, just to get that down. Oh, is it worth it to getting Mortero's traits? No. I would not really bother if you don't really need the trait stone, or if you don't have the excess trait stones, I would not bother fully trading her. The only reason why you always see me fully trading everything is because we can. We have so much that we can pretty much fully trait everything for the rest of this year and never get another extra trait stone and still have leftover trait stones. But yeah, we have way more than we ever need. So yeah, don't take whatever I trait as being just good things to trait, because I will literally trait anything to full, regardless of what it is, regardless of how useless its traits are, because we can. Let's see. But yeah, definitely don't trade her. You'd much better putting that into Kraken or literally anything other than her, pretty much. Because she doesn't even get to use any of these traits specifically in raids, unless you're using Farish Ra. That would be the only exception where you would at least want to get her first trait, maybe not the other two. But yeah, she never uses Mana Shield in this game mode because I haven't seen a single thing yet this week that has Mana Drain. And other than that, it has extra skull damage to bosses, which this is pretty irrelevant. It's pretty relevant for Invasion, because with Invasion, it hits literally everything that you're up against once you reach 4 towers. But for raids, it is pretty pointless because there's only one troop that you can ever use it against, and that's their last slot. And of course, you could go drag it to first slot, but if the kingdom doesn't specifically have anything to do with it, which I think only 2 kingdoms do, it's like Leonis Empire and one other one, I think, have the ability to move whatever the last slot is to first. But there's a hero weapons that do it, but then you'd have to get rid of Mang in order to do that, which would be kind of pointless, or completely pointless, just to be able to use her trait. So yeah, it doesn't really work out that well. We're going to do that just for some board control. See what else we can get here. I want a Skull Cascade if we can, though it doesn't seem like we're really going to be able to go and get that, though. So we're just going to wait for him to kind of cascade some skulls. I'm going to throw Mang there. We can throw the other one there. We just let the Skull do the work here, so we'll go throw that at it. He'll hopefully give us the board we need. Nope, not quite. Okay, so he'll do all that mess. We'll go and try getting ourselves, I guess... do we have alignment? Yes, we do, so we'll go grab that, I guess. Take that last little bit of damage we need right there. Take the skull, down goes that. And should be good to go from here. So what do we really need? I guess we can go for poke and double poke. So we'll go for poke, and that'll be matched. Oh, agile, why? Why must you keep doing that, agile? Also, I love how little damage that does. It's one of the reasons why that drip has always been useless. Not only does it has a really weird secondary condition to do its ability, but its base ability just does almost nothing. It's just a little ever so delicate poke onto an enemy. That's way below the average damage within the game. Also, I should probably stop doing all of my rage points. I should leave a little bit for tomorrow, just so we don't do them all today. So I think we're going to end it at this battle right here, and then we'll go into PvP and then do dungeons and all that for the rest of the time of this stream. Because I do want to keep at least a little bit for tomorrow, and then just use 4 on all the other days. I don't like wasting them all immediately. I like at least pacing them somewhat. But then again, we've almost used all of them already right now. But anyways, he's in first slot right now. That's going to be a little annoying. Got to make sure he doesn't get yellows. Luckily, there's not a mantis to go feed him. But he's about to get the boss. That's not good. That is extremely not good. Okay, let's go. Oh, I already had the ability. No, I wasted that. Whoops, that was a bit of a waste. Luckily, one thing that's not wasteful from it is we get to do that. Tried for a cascade, didn't get it off the blue. That's quite concerning. How do I go about this? I guess we just go for the poke now. Just in case it would have hit that. But now we go and get her mana right back up. We don't have the +1 anymore because it's stunned. Also because the other one died. But 2 objectives we have now is go kill this bird with anything. And wow, we need to do that very quick. Actually, might even need to take yellows just to stop it. And the other objective, of course, is to do one last little poke on that. And there we go, that's exactly what we need. So we'll go throw that poke there. And we'll see what we get as our summon. We get ourselves an Umbra Wolf, Perpetual Purple Storm. Only problem now is he's blocking our Mang. And he's blocking our other troop. And he's blocking everything. So yeah, that's not necessarily too good. All of the block. It's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to use hero in first slot. Because we do have so much summon this week between... If we were to use her plus Keeper of Souls, we'd have more summon than we'd ever know what to do with. Also, she can summon summons that summon summons as well. It's not as guaranteed as a Dolkifer, but she does have summons that summon summons. And then we can summon summons into summons that summon additional summons. And then we'll get all that looping again like we did the other week, which is really funny. Let's see. But yeah, summons that summon summons are pretty decent. They're not really used that often because they're ridiculously slow. But in game modes like raids and stuff, they're definitely not that bad, that is for sure. Okay, so that's almost dead, which is perfectly fine if it dies out. Though I could keep it alive right now if I want to. Though I don't really want to, so... I don't know. Do we kill it out? Do we let it live? Let's see. How much damage do you have? Okay, we'll let it live. And we'll go do that. Not like it matters if we finish with a full team. It's not like this is Guild Wars, but we'll go do that. And down it goes. And we get our 2 extra sigils, and we'll leave it at there. So that will give us 10 battles plus for tomorrow. Actually, even more than 10, but you know, 10 before we get any sigils. So we'll leave it at that for now and go do raids. I mean, go do dungeons and then go mess around in PvP for a bit. So if you guys have anything you need me to go over or anything, let me know. if I didn't already skip it. What do you think of the team? What team did you say? You're using Yellow, Blue, Cat Girl, Mang, Godslayer, and Farish Ra. Sounds perfectly fine. Yes, I am considering putting Farish Ra in. I am considering doing a Keeper Soul as well. We're probably going to be switching it up almost every single day, I think, to kind of see what kind of things we could use for this. We might go and default back to this, but I definitely want to try first slot Mang, why not up against the Dust Devil. I also want to go try Farish Ra one-shots. Well, maybe not one-shots, but, you know, he does ridiculously high damage. One pretty funny thing that we could also do is triple Farish Ra. I know most people don't have triple Farish Ra, but we could legitimately just pull out, like, triple Farish Ra with a hero weapon and see what that will do. Actually, if we were to do that, what would be the best hero weapon for that? Isn't there... Wait. The new weapon that just came into the game. Hold up. I might need to switch over to the Undead class, because I believe it boosts based on Khetar troops, and I believe if you set that as that, it would count your hero as a Khetar. I know that the hero class counts as Khetar, I just don't know if it would specifically work for that. It should. Though I did hear someone mentioning the other week that the weapon wasn't... Okay, whoops. No wonder why I can't find it. I believe it's a red-blue weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it helped. Oh, there it goes. The Bone Shield. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by your Khetar allies. Creates a mix of 4 brown and 4 purple, which is all goes right into Farish Ra. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So yeah, I think that's going to be my team for one of these days. Is something along the lines of that. Farish Ra, Bone Shield, Farish Ra, using the Necromancer hero class, so that we get that slightly... Actually, you know what? I'd probably just use Archer. Use it first slot Archer, or do something like that. Or second slot Archer. Yeah, I might just keep it as is. You know what? Let's actually go test that right now. I'm kind of curious. We're still in the earlier battles. Let's go do that once right now. And go see what that does. That is not where you go to do that, because we still have battles left. It's not like we have 0. So let's go test it. Fight. Let's see. Move everything out. It's also going to be the first time I'm not using the boss thingy on this, which is probably a bad idea, but we'll see how it goes. The one that does extra damage to the boss, that is. So we need a Bone Shield, and we need triple Farish Ra. It's probably a bad idea, but we'll give it a shot. Farish Ra. Boom. We can go 4 Farish Ra. Should we? For what? I think I might need to do that one today. 4 Farish Ras. Okay. Let me change up my banner to... Frozen? No, not Frozen. What banner do we need? That doesn't look too horrible. +2 purple, +1 red. Sure, let's go with that. Why not? What's the other banner choices? Yeah, we'll go with that. +2 purple, +1 red. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. So, Farish Ra, Bone Shield, Farish Ra. Yeah, we'll throw 4 Farish Ras at least one of the days. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. I want to see if this is realistic to use, though. I'm just going to give it a quick test. Probably not, because you have to get a lot of Farish Ras cast in before you can really start doing anything. Oh, look at that alignment just sitting there already. Too bad it doesn't create yellow and purple. It does create all of his mana, so that's at least a good benefit, but yellow and purple would make it even easier for us to align. What do I take here? I guess I'll take the red, because that'll leave more purples on the board, so we have better chance of aligning this. As far as the damage, I guess we just throw it at the boss, because he's the main thing we need to throw and kill out first. So we'll go do that, get a little bit more purple from our Cascade. I kind of want to go and get this thing all the way to full before I do, though. So we'll let it take a skull. It's nowhere near being able to kill us, so we'll do that. Don't have any alignment here for extra turns, but we do have some of our mana back, so I guess we got that going for us. So we'll go throw this down. It's not going to do almost anything for the first hit, but the second hit will hit decently hard, though that too will not be enough damage to actually kill, unfortunately. And given the alignment right there, I think I'm going to hold a turn before I actually go and do that. So I'll go move that down. Try for the brown, didn't get it. We'll just go throw this down now. That's kind of safe. Go hit that. Oh, I should have done that on a different target. Why did I do that? That was dumb. I should have hit something else with that damage, like his first slot, and then hit that with another Farish Ra. But now we know for later. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can go clean him up with the shield. Oh, this is going to work out perfectly. Oh, I know my team for the rest of this week. I know most people don't have this. Because it uses 3 Farish Ras. But yeah, this is probably going to be my team most of the week. Oh, wow. Oh, that is super easy. That is super easy. Yeah, if you have 3 Farish Ras, just throw 3 Farish Ras, apparently. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll try going into him. Should probably be taking blue and reds first, because that just gives such a great amount of mana accumulation. But there's not a yellow there, but you go drop those greens into it. We don't need that mana, but I need the extra turn aspect of it. I don't have any drops anywhere either. Actually, where is even the entire board? There's like no moves. So I'll go take that. I actually got a skull out of nowhere. Oh, we killed off of Archer's 15%. I was wondering why I died. But yeah, 15% Archer coming in. So that's why I use Archer. Especially if you're not using Mang. If you're not using Mang, it's pretty much mandatory to use Archer. So that your hero can actually do something. Well, there we go. Go through that to edit. And... I guess we just take purples the rest of the time. Purples and browns. He's all he is one Farish Ra poke away. And that's that. But yeah, I think we'll throw that for tomorrow and see how that goes. I'm not going to throw 4 Farish Ras though, I don't know. I don't think that would really work out. Maybe against a Dust Devil. No, but we'll leave it at that for now. That's fine. But yeah, apparently that works. If you have Bone Shield and triple Farish Ra, that will work. What if you only have 2? Throw the boss in? Yeah, you'd probably throw the boss slayer in or best type priestess, probably. One of the 2. But yeah, probably the boss slayer would be your best bet because as a summon, plus it has your damage that you need for the boss. The bone weapon does extra damage for every Khetar troop you have on your team. So basically what it's doing here is for every Khetar on our team, it's doing 4 additional damage as well as 4 additional purple / brown. So given that we have 3 other troops on our team, that's going to be a total of 16 brown / purple mix, as well as 12 additional damage, which will, 12 additional damage, which would bring us to 39 damage is what it should be doing for us. We could boost that, I believe, by another 4 if we were to set our hero class to the undead one, the Necromancer. Though I feel like I'll probably just be keeping Archer because of the 15% bullseye as well as the fast. The Necromancer class is basically nothing good about it, other than the fact that it counts as a Khetar this week, and as an undead, which means I believe it has 10% bonus this week, but still overall it's pointless. Anyways, let's go over to hero, inventory... just to show it real quick. But yeah, this is the class I was talking about this entire time. You get it from completing out the Khetar Kingdom. Its traits are pretty much useless, which is why you would never actually even really need to use it. It has Undead Bond, so every single undead gains a trivial amount of life. Has Magic Spirit, so it would start with a little bit more extra magic. And it has Ensoul, which is only 1 soul every extra turn. If that was something like 2, 3, 4, 5, then it would probably be worth it with Farish Ras in this context. But only giving 1 probably is not worth it. And... yeah, it counts as Khetar, and that's the main thing. It also counts as a undead, as you can see right there as well. So Khetar undead, which gives it 10%, plus it counts for the extra damage there. Though I believe overall Archer is still better, though, if you have it fully traded, of course, because 50% starting mana and 15% chance to kill everything other than the boss itself. So, yeah, it's definitely pretty nice. You get the quicker shield, plus you get the chance at killing things with your skulls. Because skull damage otherwise would be pretty small without Mang or anything like that. Oh yeah, Farish Ra is insanely strong when you have a bunch of them. Actually, let's go use that in PvP real quick. Not against barrier spam, though. Sure, how about against this? Yeah, let's go use it real quick in PvP just for fun. Let's go change this to the correct banner, which is +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. But yeah, Farish Ra is insanely overpowered when you have a lot of them. As far as single target damage, not really overpowered as in he's better than other teams. But he does gain you souls, which inherently does make him slightly better than some other teams. Oops, I just give him all that, really? Okay, well, that's really bad. What a way to start him off. Well, that doesn't really work out well. I really need reds. We'll just go deny him on blue. Oh, that's quite unfortunate, because we're actually about to get drained. I poked him. It's not going to really help us much, though. So there goes all of our core mana. Apparently, if we go up against a core Vash, we just instantly lose. But yeah, Farish Ra teams are never really made to have high win rate, that is for sure. They're mainly made for gaining souls, particularly within Explorer and Challenges, because they don't tend to fare well against things in PvP. Let's see. We'll go and I guess we take a blue because the other excess mana leaks into our other mana generator. I don't have any kind of good alignment to go for it. It's going to give him green as well, so nothing we really need to go do there. I guess we'll just take some reds, try getting a shield down. Actually, you know what? We got our alignment. It's not enough damage though, but we'll still go for it so we can poke him into the death off of this. Actually, I could have done that the other way around. Poked one of them and then shielded it off. But we'll go for this. That gives him the last little bit of his mana. But, yeah, we can reach ridiculously high values here. So right now we have reached 243 damage is how much damage we do per cast. 243. That is more than double most troops' HP is 243. So, yeah, that is ridiculously high amount of damage. Actually, that's almost enough to one-shot the boss. The raid boss at the lower levels. Yeah, I think that is still enough, even at our current level of boss that we're at, to one-shot the raid boss. That is how much damage 3 Farish Ras have. As I mentioned many times in the past, he does have among one of the best single targets in the game. Particularly if you have multiple. Though even if you only have one, he still hits almost up to the standard one-shot. I think it's 123 damage, I want to say. I think is about his normal max hit, which in most circumstances is enough to one-shot things. Like right here, you can see this is below 123 and stuff like that. But yeah, his normal damage would be 123. When using only one Farish Ra, completely maxed out as far as stats, he can hit 123 off of a single cast. Which, as you can see, we can one-shot literally everything in this team, except I think Humility. Just because Humility is pretty tanky. But yeah, all the other ones we could easily one-shot with just a single one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. What else did I want to go show with that? I think that was about it. Let me go to dungeons before I forget, because I still haven't done those. Oh, I need to make sure I don't accidentally click on the gnome key. That's going to be the only problem with saving them, is I always feel the habit of clicking this spot, because that's normally where dungeons are located. But yeah, they're not located there because I have a key there, apparently. Yeah, I'm going to try to save my keys without ever accidentally misclicking on it. I don't think there's a warning menu that comes up, though. So, yeah. We'll see what happens with it. Has Salty given you any redeem codes yet? Oh, yes, she has. Let me go do that. I completely forgot to mention that. We do have redeem codes, everyone. She did end up giving it last stream when we were bugging her about it in global chat because she was on. But yeah, we got them last night. Yeah, let me go give out a code then, because I still haven't done that yet. Actually, wow, it's already been an entire hour. We spent a lot of time in raids today. Wow. It's already been an hour. I'll go throw down a Rowan there. Haven't even finished out the dungeons yet. Go get that in there. Not like dungeons take any time at all. They take like 3 minutes tops. And we only have one more left. And take out the last one. Oh, sorry, Andrew. Yes, if you still have any other questions, and if I missed any a billion times over, let me know. You really want to use Alistair? Oh, yes, you end up asking that earlier, or someone did. Alistair, I would not ever bother using under any circumstances whatsoever. Every single possible team, a Templar is pretty much better. Though you can get away with using a Setite Warrior. Setite Warrior you happen to mainly use, or the main purpose of what it's used for, is with a Rowan, which you can get for free from completing out to the Forest of Thorns Kingdom. As far as the specific team with it, that depends really on what you're really looking to run with it. I know one of the teams I used to run was... oh, I forgot what the 4th troop was. I think it was Ragnagord. Let me go see real quick. Let me go claim this. I know what the team is. I just forget the 4th troop, and I forget one of the troops' names. But it was this. It was Rowan, Setite Warrior... what was the other 2 components? I know where she resides, so let me go to our kingdom. Should be Suncrest. There it is, Arnifix. And it was a red-purple if we were covering everything. Though, I don't believe any of those do mana generation. So, oh, it was probably Dragon Soul. Oh, yeah, it was Dragon Soul. Yeah, it was definitely Dragon Soul. I was kind of using as an alternative, just so we could gain souls too, at the time. But yes, similar teams to this. Of course, just doing Rowan Setite into a mana generation hub as well, like a Green Seer Giant Spider or something, would also end up working. Or any of the other doubles, like Farce Troll, Sea Troll? Yeah, Farce Troll, Sea Troll, or any of those kind of combos as well. But yeah, Dragon Soul, Arnifix, Rowan, Setite Warrior. Arnifix is for the Leaf Storm, which will give you a Green Storm. It's one of the few options, really, for even do a Green Storm, if I'm not mistaken. If we go under a Leaf Storm right now, we have very, very few options. You have Iron Bark, you have Arnifix, you have Florian, and you have Array. That's basically every option, and Nature Staff. There's only 5 options in the entire game, so really not that many. It doesn't have, like, Perpetual Storm like some colors have, like purple and blue these days, and even more. Probably every color will have it eventually, of course. But, yeah, it's one of the only few easy ways to kind of get a green storm going. But yeah, it works out okay. Not the greatest thing out there, but it gets the job done. Let's just go use it real quick. Banner's already set correctly. The +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. Oh, for raids? Oh, my bad. As far as for raids, well, Alistair you could use as a tank, but you'd probably want to be using Mang, so you can't really get away with using Alistair. Again, that would still be kind of useless to use him. He also denies purple, which means you won't be able to get your mana for your troop that does triple damage, or however much you get from it. So that wouldn't really work out. As far as using Setites, that you could get away with, I guess. You would just have to throw it into something within Khetar or your hero with a high armor value. Ideally, you'd be throwing it on your second slot that happens to have high armor, whatever that might be, is what you would use that for. Though, personally, I would not bother with either of the two this week because they're not really going to help you within raids. They're not really made to be working in raids. And that should be match. Yeah, even though... Oh, almost match. I should have threw the other buff first. Oh, well. Oh, no, now it's going to get a summon, and there's not a single thing I can do about it. Never mind. I lied. We got it right on time. Good job, Dragon Soul. For the max souls as well. Yeah, that's pretty much that team in a nutshell. I know that wasn't exactly what you asked, because I misread the question slightly. But, yeah, that's how you use Setite Warrior. It's actually a really good troop, even though I personally don't use it that often. It's one of the few best things within Khetar, other than, obviously, Farish Ra's. I just don't happen to use it that much. Let's see. Infernus, Wordbreaker, and Believe It Not, Dragon Soul are ridiculously OP. Yes, all of those are definitely very, very OP. Anything that has high damage, mass explosion is very, very strong. Just all of them work out nicely. Anyways, let me go give out that redeem code I still haven't done yet, which I keep not giving out yet. I'm gonna go and mark this down. She has given a lot of very weird codes too, so we'll just go down the line, I guess, for now, because I don't have any purpose to use any of these at this current moment in time. I don't think any of them are themed to Khetar or to anything like that. So, yeah, they're all just weird ones. So let me go double check that this one works. And then I'll go give it to you guys. Put that in there, put that in there. I'm not a robot. And redeem. And is it successful? It's loading. Oh no! She might have given me redeem codes, but did not have... Okay, good. It loaded. It was just lagging. I was going to say, that would have been weird if their site wasn't working. That has happened before. But it is indeed working right now, so all good, all good. Okay, so let me go and copy all that over. Go and throw that in. So there you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or you can simply just click on the link. Anyone on PC and mobile can go use that code to go claim some free resources. Gives you the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Also, don't forget, I forgot to mention on the previous video, but this guy is available if you do happen to want him until Friday. So if you don't want him, don't open any of your like glory gem or any of those other keys until after Friday, because if you open them now, they still have the chance of giving you him instead of a different mythic. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, the current drop rate until this Friday, at the Friday reset time, so the end of Thursday, or whatever time that falls for you. It's 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whatever your equivalent is to that. Actually, you can tell exactly when that time is. He will be available for 3 days and 5 more hours. So use your event key, use your keys that, like Glory Gem and all those, after 3 days and 5 hours if you don't want him. Or if you do want him, use it before 3 days and 5 hours. But yeah, as soon as that hits over, it'll be Bounty Hunter, and he will also be out of the drop pool at that point. But anyways, there's the code. Let's just see what we get from the 1 gem key. That'd be so facepalm worthy if we actually got him. No, we just got... Oh, I actually did need that. Sister of Shadows. Oh, no, never mind. No, I don't. Wait, how do we have her at Mythic? I thought she was relatively new. When did she come in? What does she even do these days? Deals 24 damage to the weakest enemies. If the enemy die... Oh, I remember her. She was from like a 2 months back or something. Or 3 months. Okay, yeah, she's been around for a while. Apparently, because we have her Mythic. So, how did we get her Mythic? I don't even remember that. We barely even used her. I think we used her for like a little while and then it was like, nope, never again. Mainly just for the bonus that she gave for the week, of course. Similar to why you would use the gate this week and explore for 40 additional souls. All you have to do is just keep spamming and explore, and then boom, there you go. Coming in late, only have 1 Farish Ra. What raid team would you suggest? If you're going to want to put a Farish Ra into your team, that would probably be the team of Mang, that hero, the boss thingy that does 3 times damage, Best State Priestess, and Farish Ra would most likely be your team. And just work with that. Covers every color. You have Mang, and you have the 3 times troop, plus you have Farish Ra. Only big issue with it is you don't have a secondary soul gainer, which is a bit of an issue, but it's better than putting a white into your team because you're basically wasting whatever spot you put a white in. I guess technically you could replace out Best State Priestess with a white, but you will not have that convert, and you will not be using the color of yellow. Though I guess it doesn't really matter if you're using the color of yellow because Farish Ra will deny that color. But yeah, something along the lines of that. Anything worthwhile within the event keys this week? Yes, Farish Ra. Farish Ra is the most sought after, or one of the most sought after troops in the entire game. Unfortunately, he's about the only good drop in the event key drop pool. Other things that are in there are somewhat okay. Nothing really too over the top. They're mostly like utility troops and such. If we go under Khetar. But yeah, the Farish Ra is the main one. He's also craftable in the Soul Forge this week, so basically every way you could ever get him directly are available this week, so it's actually quite amazing. But yeah, 150% soul gain is why he's normally sought after. It's the highest soul gain in the game, which makes it a lot quicker to go farm souls. It'll save you a lot of time if you're trying to go full-blown completionist and get everything to max level. It will also save you a lot of time if you're seeking out the Dawnbringer weapon, because you need 1.3 million souls for that. And so also will save you several hours, maybe even dozens of hours in farming that, so definitely very helpful. It also has one of the best single targets in the game, being able to reach way over 100 and even gain souls as well as have the soul gain on this ability, which I think only 1 or 2 other troops do, having both the soul gain on ability and on trait. So yeah, that's why he's normally sought after. As far as other things that are available right now, Alistair, which is useless, Antibite Warrior, which is useless, Azurus, which is mainly only used in the context of soul farming teams, and once you have like 2 of him, you never really need more than that. I believe Best State Priestess, I forget if she's a rare or not, but she's pretty useless. Bone Dragon, pretty useless these days. The only noteworthy factor of it is it does have an automatic freeze when something takes skulls against it. Though these days, since skull spam is so uncommon, it's not really that useful. Keeper of Souls is the other legend from this kingdom, and is actually somewhat useful. It has one of the most controlled skulls that you can put onto the board, because you get to choose where you get to put it. You just convert a color into skulls. Not the greatest skull spammer, but it's the most controlled way to really do skulls, pretty much. Other than that, there's Mummified King, one of the worst troops in the game. Nakriza, which is useless ever since Wisp and Azura came into the game, both of which are better. As I mentioned, Farish Ra is the only thing you'd really go for. Sithite Warrior is good with Rowan, but that's about it. War Sphinx is Impervious, plus a board shuffle, which is a really weird mechanic that almost no other troop has, but it's okay. And that's everything that's within this kingdom. There are some other troops within this kingdom that are good, but not within the event key draw pool, and that would be Wall of Bones and White. White for soul gain, and as well as early game true damage, and Wall of Bones as a slight alternative to the Fortress Gate. Fortress Gate's still better than it, but it's another little choice. Maybe under some purple circumstances, it could end up squeezing its way through. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Random, what determines a rival? Rival is based on 2 things. It's either based on who has defeated you on defend, which is why people deliberately try to lose defense, because the more you deliberately lose defend, and the more people that fight you that you end up losing against, the more revenge battles you'll get. What also determines revenge battles is if you just keep doing PvP and you don't get any revenge battles, the game will just randomly give you a revenge battle. I think it does this about every 3 to 5 battles or so, when you haven't gotten like absolutely any. I think it can go a little bit further than that. That's what they said like a while back, but they might have tweaked it since then, because I haven't really been keeping track. But the game will just randomly give you a revenge battle for no reason if you happen to have been, if you haven't been invaded for a while, just to still give you some of those extra resources. Because for any of you that don't know, revenge battles do give you twice the amount of gold. Even though it doesn't actually show it at the end of battle, it does indeed give you twice the amount. Also, hello Salty Dog, welcome. Do you think it's worthwhile to try to pick up a few copies of the Ice Wraiths that are in the Soul Forge this week under the brown stone? Probably not. Well, I already got mine to Mythic, so that's even less reason for me. But you could probably determine that on Friday when you're actually doing the Bounty Hunter, and if you feel like you need it, then you can. I personally would not feel like it's worth it. I don't think the brown treat stone really has any other drops that are even worthwhile in it, so you'd probably just be wasting the resources. But yeah, I don't think it would be worth it. Let me see, where's the Soul Forge? Soul Forge, brown thingy. Yeah, there's pretty much no drops within this other than the Ice Wraith itself. But yeah, I wouldn't bother with it. You only have a 1 in 8 chance, and to even get an Ascension, you're going to need several drops of him, so you're going to burn through a lot of resources. Even if we used every single one we currently have, which is 114, we'd probably only get enough to raise him 1 Ascension, which isn't really that much for how much resources it would cost. It would cost us a lot of souls and all of our browns, which might have a purpose in the future, we don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't bother for it. Yeah, I feel like it would just be a waste, personally. Also, do keep in mind, those troops will be in the drop pool eventually. I don't believe they currently are, but I think they will be soon, TM. They did say that they are eventually coming to the drops. Let me see under rares. Apparently they aren't under there now, unfortunately, but maybe next week or something. Yeah, well, at least we didn't get any off of this drop. They might be in there, but who knows. But yeah, we didn't get a single one this time. They did say that they're eventually going to be added, so maybe another week or 2 or 3, we'll start seeing them here. But yeah, I would not really bother doing them with stones. That's not really something you should go in stone. Unless you have 0 copies of him somehow. Then you might want to go do it just to get 2 copies of him. But if you already have at least 1 copy of him, I wouldn't really bother doing that. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much everything. If you guys still have any other questions, we will be... Oh, wait. Elamagrim or Famine? Probably Elamagrim has better damage output. Famine's a nice utility, but Elamagrim will allow you to score higher in Guild Wars, and it has just more damage impact. Also, with the immune to mana drains, Famine's a little bit less viable than he has been in the past. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing more raid battles, clearing out the dungeon, answering questions again, and all that good stuff, as we always do every night. But yeah, 1 hour prior to now, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, pretty much went over all the event stuff already. And I guess I will see you all later then. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Oh, hello, Demon Rachel. Goodbye, Demon Rachel. Right at the end. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for coming down tonight, and goodbye.